Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, all depending on where in the world you are, of course. It's FrodoNL again with this time another first years off stream. In this case, the Atari 8-bit family, which started in 1979 with the Atari 400 and 800. Main difference between the two was that the 400 had a cheaper calculator type keyboard thingy, while the 800 had a complete keyboard, plus the 800 had more extension options, I seem to remember, for memory. But apart from that, they were basically mostly the same machine, and they could play the same games and could do the same stuff. Now, if Boat was in, he could tell us a lot more, I'm sure, but I'm not a specialist on the machine. I have played a bit with it before. There was back in 81, when I was at the Electronics and Computer Store in Maastricht back in the day, they did have a 400 sitting there, and I played a bit on it. Don't have much experience with it, but it was an interesting machine. It was a bit earlier than, for instance, the C64, but it wasn't that far behind that one, apart from probably the sound chip, which was just better, and the C64 the SID was a better sound chip, but in general it wasn't a bad machine at all, I felt. We're gonna look at a few games today. Now, one of them is kind of interesting. That's listed as being from 1978, but the machine only came out in 1979. Hey Rata, welcome in. How are you doing? It's a Rata lurk, as always. Yeah, once again, looking at a machine that's way older than you are, young lady. Sorry, couldn't help myself there. As so many machines, the Atari had a built-in BASIC. Now, originally, from what I understand, they were gonna go for the Microsoft BASIC, but the 4K ROM they had available for that was a bit small. The ROM they had available for that was a bit small because it only left a few bytes apart from the BASIC itself. So in the end, they got another person involved and had them write a new BASIC, which leans on the Microsoft BASIC to some degree, but this is a separate BASIC. As to the games today, we will see some that are actually written in BASIC, even though they were commercially sold, most of them. And we'll see how good they are. I may have a bit of a problem at times with starting games, because some of them have a tendency to need an extra option key pressed to get booted, but we'll see. Let's start with the one that's listed as 1978, so a really early game actually. And it's called Fur Trader. It's a very simple game really, but and it's written in BASIC, so okay, start in one go, good. Very simple idea. You're a fur trader in a French fur trading expedition starting from, I guess, Montreal. And you, Lake Ontario, okay, yeah, near there. And you have to, a choice of 3 forts to trade furs in. All you do is say, I want to trade. You have 190 furs. Okay, how many of each? You try to type without adding unnecessary characters. And then you get to choose which of the 3 forts. So either to Montreal, to Quebec City, or New York. They all have their pros and cons. As you can see, Montreal is under protection from French army. It's for a safe trip, but also you don't get a lot of money there for your stuff. And it's relatively expensive. The second fort, Stadaconda in Quebec, is also under protection, but you have to go across some rather difficult rapids. Plus, it's a little bit cheaper again, and you sell for higher price there. New York is the one where you pay least, you get most, but you have to go across Iraqi land. So, in those days, I guess the natives weren't that happy with the Europeans at times. We'll just go for New York and see what's it. So we get a tip. Okay, most difficult route. Will receive highest value, but cost your supplies will be lower. But it's difficult. No, I want to go to this one. And okay, that's unlucky. We got killed and ends the game in the first go. Let's try that again. I basically always do the same. The 2 times I did try to play this earlier this week. Okay, I want to go to New York. Let's see if we get through. Ah, we get through. Okay, arrived safely. Supplies cost 80. Travel expense 25. Hey Teal, welcome in. How you doing, mate? And we now have gained some money there. Yeah, we got a certain Rata lurking. So did you have a good night's sleep, Teal? The lunch thing, ah yes. By the way, Rata, I completely forgot to ask, how are you doing? Let's go to the second fort this time. Arrived safely, lucky there. You see, travel expenses are less, but you also sell for less, but still, money went up a bit. It's basically purely luck what happens. Are you doing that tomorrow? Okay, what time do you start tomorrow, Rata? And I will be doing a shout out for you, Rata, but I will do that later when a few more people in, because now it's rather quiet, so it doesn't bring not much. Yeah, Teal, and that meant you got even less sleep than planned, huh? Okay, that works, Rata. Let's try New York again. Ooh, narrowly escaped, but you had to leave all your furs behind. That's not good, because that cost me money. Let's try for another year. There were a lot of these kind of games back in the day. And once again, lost all my furs. I'm losing money quick in this way. I'm also hearing too much sound here. I have something switched on that should be off. There we go. Let's go to New York again and let's hope we get lucky that we save that. Yeah, arrive safely. And that means that I should have some more money again. But yeah, this is it's a very simple game, really. It's the kind of thing we ourselves would also program back in the day. Yeah, well, Teal. That's life, you know. Life comes first. Once again, lost all my furs. I'm losing money again. Hey, Dark Wolf. Ooh, that's not often that happens to you. How are you doing, mate? And if you were to do a comparison, it's a trading game with furs. I'm not sure which ones we have there. There are some probably, but I can't think of any others now. Yeah, we're looking today at the Atari 8-bit family, which started with Atari 400 and 800 in 1978. There were other versions later on, the 600 XL, the 1200 XL. There were the 800 XL was also there, I think. There was an XE version. But basically, they were Mostly the same machines with small changes internal, mostly memory, etc. added. We'll see how far we get, because the first one today, I was killed at the very first run to the New York. Fort. Okay, this time I escaped. But once again lost all my furs. Okay, Teal, enjoy your lunch and see you later, I hope. My stream today shouldn't be as long as some weeks though, because I have some meetings tomorrow morning, which I'm really not looking forward to, but oh well. And otherwise I will have to sleep through them, who knows. Wow, I started with $600. This is not good, eh? We try for another year. Okay, mate. And once again attacked by a party of Iroquois. All that. And that ends the game. Now, if I look here, you'll see it's a 16K game. Pure basic. And I'm not sure where the break key is on an Atari. Is it F6? Ah, yeah, that's all. It's not a long game. It's a simple one to program. Kind of thing I would write myself back in the day. But that would look a bit different on ZX Spectrum, but yeah. So one could, if one wanted, change some text in here easily and still have a similar game. So yeah, this was listed as a 1978 game, which is kind of interesting since the machines came out in 1979. So that would almost mean that it was written before the machine itself came out, which is possible because, of course, they were working on it already at Atari since half 78 or early 78, not sure. Next, we go to another classic game. That should work, yes. I think this was also available on the Atari 8-bit system, or on the Atari 2600. A very Of course it needs to block that, I know that. And it misses the fact that I complete a line now and win. Now this is at probably the lowest level. We'll have a look with the option key, which is F8 in this one. Yeah, see it's set to level 1. And select is F7 not. So it has 8 levels. We can go to level 3. Let me just start. A very basic game, of course. Although not written in BASIC in this case. You notice that it takes a bit longer to make it move now, because, well, it's gotten a bit smarter. And it should block me now, I'm guessing. It doesn't, but then again, it will block me now, of course, but that's okay. I block it here. You can win in 2 moves, yeah. But it will block me there, of course. I'm, by the way, not very good at this, and now I have to make sure to block this one, because otherwise it wins. And we don't want the computer to win. We're now in a situation where I'm basically only stopping the computer from winning. But I didn't, because it had two options. It's one of those games that was around also on many systems. I know from experience that I'm not good at these ones. For some reason, even though I have pretty decent spatial. For some reason I cannot really do well on these games. And that was useless. Oh well, let's force his move. Or its move, whatever it is. Let's see, where is it gonna win this way? Only if I allow it to do that. Ah, I forgot that it was there, yeah. For some reason, I'm just not good at these games. But yeah, this is one of those games that you saw on a lot of machines back in the day. Next up, we have a game that those who were here last week, Thursday, have seen before. No, Rata, I never did. Tamagotchi basically came out in, was it the early 90s? And I was already in my 20s then, and yeah, people at that time didn't do that at that age. That came later. Some of my friends, brothers and sisters had them though, but they were never really my thing. Did you, Rata? As to this game, those who were around last Thursday, when I was doing the Atari VCS, the first year of the Atari VCS, will have seen this game before, be it that because of the limitations of that system, it looked a bit less good. There's actually an interesting thing behind the Atari 8-bit family, the 400 and 800 as they came out. They were originally, most of it was designed to be a follow-up to the Atari VCS with better graphics and more memory, but Atari realized at some point that, hey, we're missing the home computer market that's coming up. So that's why they came out with it as a home computer instead, so with keyboard. Although the 400 was originally really meant as only a gaming system, but they put on a keyboard at the end after all. At least that's what I understand. As I said, I'm not a specialist on this machine. I have played a bit on it before, but that's it. As you see, these graphics at least... And why is my button not working? Ah, now it is, of course. And that's a miss. Ah. I'll read the full story in a moment, but what I saw quickly looks very nice of you, Rata. Yeah, I know, because I know some people really were completely into that. Oops. Oh well, do it this way. Oh well. The visitors take the lead again. But yeah, this looks better than the VCS version, and it plays easier too. It's just control feels better somehow. Even though basically, of course, it's the same game. Whoops. No. You're not. I said no. Dang it. That wasn't the plan. The plan was for me to win. The computer doesn't seem to understand that yet. I only have limited time here. Oh, come on. Let's make it a draw. That wasn't... It's a draw. Okay, that was a lot better than I did on the VCS version. Let's have a look. I actually found one, abandoned in the ditch, so I took care of it for over a month until I found the owner by accident, who was heartbroken. Aww. That's just cute. That's fun. And so nice of you, Rata. How did you know she was the owner, or did she recognize it? But yeah, Pokemon Yellow, that's quite something. I'll try one more game of this. Let's see, do we have any options in here? Not quite sure what the difference. Ah, this is just, oh, 2 players, okay. That doesn't work then, okay. Is this 3 players or is this just... Yeah, that doesn't work, eh? Let's just play one more one-player game then quickly. It's only 4 minutes, so... Particular sticker on it that found on almost all of her things at school. Nice. Oh yeah, I know Tamagotchi took a lot of time, but even then, you know. Free between quotes, eh? You spend time for it, but she could also just have said thank you and I don't know, give you a drink for lunch or something at school. I don't know. Ooh. But yeah, I've heard from some people that Tamagotchi tend to ask more time even than babies do. Now, that's probably a bit over the top, but even so. Hey now, that wasn't the plan. Ah. Oops, I thought I had it. There, we got a lead for a change. Oops. Bummer. But yeah, the fact that you took care of that Tamagotchi was actually very nice of you, Wata. Oh, come on. Jeez. 40 seconds. No, that wasn't the plan. Come on. I want to win. Jeez. And I lose. Aww. So did you get the Tamagotchi again after Rata, or was that the only time you had a Tamagotchi? I got it, yep. Cats take attention too, eh? Okay, let's go on to the next game. Trying to think what game this was. I know it works, but what it is, I don't remember. Let's see if... Okay, let's see. 3 of your best fights are about to be trapped on the ground. The enemy is making a barrier region by injecting mines from hyperspace. Unfortunately, your ground-based controller can only handle one chip at a time. Ah, yeah, I know which one it is. You have to pilot them through the barrier region one at a time. Press fire to continue. Okay, now we have a number of levels. I will just play it at level 1 first. this is really very simple, because all you do is you start the ship from the right and you try to avoid the space mines. Now, in this case I didn't. The basic idea is very simple. Okay, let's try this again and let's go at factor 3, a bit more speed. You see that we get the mines quicker now and the ship goes a bit quicker. And I have a problem here with the third ship in a bit. Oh. I could just avoid that one at least. So once again, a very simple game. I'm guessing it's written in BASIC. We'll see that afterwards. This was back in the day when we were happy to have games at all at times. But even so, this was not one that would have made our hearts beat faster. Once again, we are very early in the home computer world. So did you learn more English through the game, Rata? Because I noticed that with myself, that I learned a lot of English by, first of all, program, but also by playing a lot of text adventure games and such back in the day. Because quite often you didn't have a choice. It was just in English and you had to get through it somehow. Yeah, and those are your basics, so that's what you work with later on. Because I know a lot of people, less so now, but back in the day you'd say, yeah, all that gaming and all the computer stuff isn't good for kids. But they forgot how much we learned because of it. Ooh. Yeah, well, you can't help that till you're American, so... Sorry, I had to do that. Teal knows I don't mean that, so... I think Teal knows what I did one time when I was on the phone with my girlfriend and she had a friend there in Canada. And this friend of my girlfriend said, your English is quite good. And I couldn't stop myself. I said, yeah, that's because I live closer to where it's spoken than you do. It got shocked silence as a reaction and then laughter, but it took a bit before the laughter came. Oops, one mine. But no, Americans speak English, it's just a different English than the Brits would speak. Ooh. That was mean, that mine there suddenly coming. Yep, I know that. I've seen that too. And to some degree that is true, because what happened with US English is that a lot of the words were indeed simplified back in the day because they wanted an easier spelling. That's why, for instance, you see a lot of words without the U, like... doesn't surprise me, Teal. Wouldn't surprise me at all, actually. Just for fun, I'll play at the highest speed, one level, one time. I'm not gonna make this, I'm pretty sure. If I get one ship through, it will be a lot. Somehow I do. Yeah, and neighbor, for instance, with an O only and no U, stuff like that. All ah. Now there's a fun thing, Rata. I have no problem whatsoever with most English speaking, with any accent whatsoever. But it helps that in my job, I speak to people from all over the world. Exactly, Till. Speak from people all over the world in English. So that can be Germans, can be Indians, can be Americans, can be Chinese. Had someone from Taiwan on the phone earlier today. That was an interesting experience once again. Australians, of course, Brits. If you really want bad English, you talk to a Frenchman or a Spanish person. They really need more decent English teachers there. Where's Panulf when you need them? But yeah, I get all kinds of accents, so there isn't much English that I don't understand these days. One of the funniest things I remember about English at the office was when we had a Scottish guy working for our backup department temporarily. And he was on the phone with an Indian colleague. And they were talking for a bit and it went back and forth. And suddenly we heard him say, "I am speaking English." Yes. Now, pidgin is a mess, I know. But even so, I can follow that to some degree. Yeah, poor Scottish guy was all upset about it. But yeah, this is another of those kind of games that we used to write ourselves to. And we thought ourselves very good when we were able to write this. And I'm not sure what the escape key is on a... No, not Ctrl C. So I cannot look at the... I know. But yeah, it was very funny. Yeah, clearly the Indian guy asked him to speak English, and yeah, he got really upset. Oh yeah, I know that with voice activation. We I remember a friend of mine too, also a Scottish guy, who had all kinds of troubles with early voice control on PC and such. It would never work with his accent. Well, I personally have no problem understanding Scottish people, but once again, I'm used to it by now. Well, for those, in case you were wondering, Testing. You should hear me now, but I do not, or rather I hear too much right now. You also get me through MiSTer Audio. I have to set that up too again. That's the disadvantage when audio disconnects. Let's see. Should be better now, I hope. Yes. Everything should be okay now. And yes, I know I typoed there. It's a standard typo that so many people make when they mean to say here with EA and type with ERE. Okay, yeah, you should be able to hear me now, I'm pretty sure. It looks that way at least, and audio from the computer should also be back, so we'll go to the next game. This one we already saw, Outlaw. Do I have to do something special with that? Nope, should just boot automatically. Yeah, I have to go for a longer cable for the microphone, because I moved the microphone and somehow it disconnected it temporarily. That sometimes happens. Okay, Outlaw is another classic game really, although it's a bit different than the one I'm used to from other systems, because in this one you can move in all kinds of directions. And you can shoot under angles. I'm the one on the left, and I have to try and shoot the one on the right. But too many cactuses in the way. Or cacti, whatever you want to say. Oops. I actually hit him for a change. That was too close. Yeah, that's one way to describe it, I guess. What's that? I actually find it a bit easier to understand Danish in general than Norwegian or Swedish, but I do understand all three of them to some degree at least. And I always confuse which words are in which language, and hardly know any sentence, any words anyway. It's just surprising that you consider Norwegians to always be drunk, because if there's one place where drinking is expensive, it's Norway. Oops. A ricochet. Well, at least I got one hit. Yeah. Are you enjoying these sounds, Teal? Hey, Sigabjorn, welcome in. From another country where drinking is rather expensive, from what I understand. I know. I'm trying to think, Sigabjorn, you're from Iceland, eh? If I remember correctly. And if I remember correctly about Iceland, there is a drinking culture where people drink before they go into town. At least that's what I heard. And then go right around a lot so they get nice and dizzy and then go for one drink in town and then go back home, or along those lines. It's only hearsay, of course, but I've heard some rumors. How are you doing, mate? Oh, originally from Norway or originally from Denmark now? I'm doing well. Thank you. Having some fun with the Atari 8-bit system. Now, if only 48K was here, he could also enjoy this. Yeah, I know. Ooh, that didn't go far enough. At least I got a few hits in this time, not just one but two already. That'll probably be it, but... yeah. I'm not good at this, as you can see. I'm not sure if there's any options with this. We'll see. Player versus computer with handicap. Player with handicap. Okay, we can set a handicap per player. Let's see what happens if we do player versus computer with handicap. What's the handicap that the computer has? It's slower, it seems. Is that all? It doesn't bring me much that handicap yet. Oh well. Hey Wen, welcome in and thank you for the resub. 6 months already. I hardly realized that I'm in the 6th month of streaming already. Now you were of course my first sub. Thank you, Wen. How are you doing? I hope your day wasn't as bad as mine at the office today. Because mine absolutely stunk. Exactly. No, it ended with a handover of some programming stuff that I really don't want to take over because it's a mess. But oh well, I have to. Yeah, you were shortly after when, I'm pretty sure, Teal. Okay, that handicap does help me at least. Thank you, Teal. That was my next action gonna be. But yeah, it's a well-written game. It looks kind of nice for the system. It's an early game, of course, and that shows, but... yeah, that was getting too close there. The city office, well, at work then. It was working from home, but even so, it was a mess. Nope. Once again, it comes down to the last bullet. Who wins this one? I win. I wish I could go into the office still. If only 1 or 2 days a week, I would love that, because working from home gets boring as hell and irritating as hell. And I noticed that my camera isn't in the right position. I probably changed the resolution accidentally. There you go. So you can actually see both arms, both shoulders. Yeah, well, there are differences. Just the fact that I can actually run into my colleagues again, you know. Not literally, but at least meet them. It would be nice. I know it's been over a year since I've been in the office. When last time I was in the office was March last year. Okay, this one needs me to hold the Option key. At least, does it work? Need to hold it. I know, I've not been in the office at all. There we go. Now this one we've seen before, of course. That was wrong. I need one player. Of course she is, Rata. How could she not? We've seen this one before on the 2600. It's the same game, and I'm still having issues with the fact that this is an analog stick instead of a nice rotating thingy, which plays a lot easier. Oops. Yeah, I wasn't at Jiggly's today because I was busy with some stuff. I did lurk there for a while though. Oops. And there we saw an issue with this analog stick because it doesn't get the value low enough or high enough, depending on how you look at it, to get me to the extreme left side. Ah, bummer. It's so difficult to place this exact with an analog stick. I'll try one more time. The small analog sticks are just not precise enough for these kind of games. Normally these would be played with what we call the paddle back in the day. That's often the problem when we get to do the things we like most least. Just like for me, it looks like I will be getting quite a bit of late evening and weekend work coming up again pretty soon, which is also not preferable. If only Ren had time, Till. One more try. Come on. That was my own fault. If you want Wen or Till, you can put it up. Hey, Voodoo Child! It's been a while. Long time no see. How you doing? It almost sounds like a spring break or something like that, Voodoo Child. Oh, for anyone wondering, as some of you know at the moment, my penguin, my tax redeem is turned off. It looks very likely that will be turned on again for the next stream on. Ooh, nice for the child. Very nice. Now it looks very likely that the tax redeem will be turned on again for Saturday stream, because I'm expecting a delivery tomorrow. UPS is with this one is extremely quick, because it was only shipped yesterday and they expect to deliver already tomorrow from Minnesota. Ah, bummer. Well, I got a score over 100. I'm not unhappy with that. Okay, we have one more game from 1979. And this is a very simple game, but hey. Well, the interesting part was, if I didn't go for Express, it was €9.99. With Express delivery, $12.99, which I don't find bad for something like that. So, can't really complain. Okay, now this is a very simple game. Mostly aimed at children, of course, but oh well. What does not belong? Boat, train, bike or farm? I'm guessing farm. UPS says it is. Teal. It did leave the States already. But we'll see. It might be later, but that's okay. I just hoped to be here before June, you know. Ah, I probably chose not to continue. Oops. As you see, this comes from Connecticut. Let's try again, and now let's hope I don't accidentally end it. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, what does not belong? Well, I'm guessing Christmas is the only non-month, eh? It's a bit slow reacting sometimes. There we go. Move stick to go on. Yeah, button to end. Okay. Acorn, peanut, oatmeal or coconut. Now this is a bit of a weird one, because a peanut of course isn't a nut. But I'm guessing they're going for oatmeal. Yeah. 1000, Tuesday, Monday, Thursday. Well, you get the idea of this game. Bloom, basket, barrel or bin. And just for fun, let's hear what we get if we make an error. Please try again. Oh, they make it easy too. I wonder if they deduct points. They don't even count. But yeah, this is, as you can see, this is what they called edutainment back in the day, or edutainment, whatever you want to call it. It was an educational title. We had a lot of these back in the days too, and some were better than this, thankfully. We go for another basic game. Oh yeah, educational videos can be a lot of fun. I guess my name is still Frodo. Let me see. Oh yeah, a group of word-hungry agents are enlisting your help. A tribe of important words have been reported missing from the vocabularies. Yep, once again, a educational title, but hey, we'll have a quick look. This is written in BASIC. Wanted an adjective, alias swift, last known meaning very quick. Do they mean fast, maybe? No, 2 syllables. Okay, Voodoo Child, have a good luck and hope to see you soon. Bye bye. Swift. Probably missing a very simple word here. Which word am I missing, guys? Ah, yes, Sigabjorn, I know that. I've actually seen one of those back in the day. Very quick. 2 syllables. Yeah, something like that indeed. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think what word they are looking for. It's not fast, we know that. I'll just type fast again. It will probably tell me accent on the first syllable. 2 vowels, 3 consonants. I'm not seeing it. This is a kids game, huh, guys? What are we doing? What were they looking for? Rapid. Duh. Yeah. Yep. A verb. Do they mean shriek? Do you spell it this way? Yeah. There, I get music. A noun. A curved blade on long handle. Curved blade on long handle. That's not how you spell that, I think, eh? It's probably... How do you spell that? Yeah. I knew I was spelling it wrong. Thank you. I knew I was spelling it wrong, but I wasn't sure what... nah, long handle went. That's why I knew what it was. I just couldn't think of the exact spelling this time. To travel. Trip. Yeah, that spelling I do know indeed, Wen. To travel. Do they just mean tour? No, 2 syllables. Probably overthinking it a bit. If anyone has an idea, feel free to guess. I don't have a no backseating policy on this. To travel, 2 syllables. Trip. Wow. Yeah. Accent on the first syllable. Just for fun, typing travel, I know it's a... 3 vowels, 4 consonants. Huh? It's not this, huh? No. Journey. Okay, yeah. It's correct, okay. Win over to do or believe. Make willing. Ja, zeker Björn. Verb. Win over to do or believe. That might actually be it. Thank you, Wen. Of course, it helps if I can type. Very good, Wen. Hey, Rata, have a good night, sleep well, and see you tomorrow. Make sure to get enough sleep, eh? Thanks for coming by, Rata. See you tomorrow. Oh, and before I forget, because I did promise that, for the few that don't know yet, when was quicker? Oh, well, get twice then. I need to set the timeout on that one too, I see. For those who don't follow her yet, Rata is a very fun streamer. And she really loves Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse. She completed actually. She wasn't a big fan of the other Disney game she tried. Disney, what's it called? Why can't I think of it now? Disney Tales? No. Well, but yeah, she's a fun streamer, and tomorrow she will be doing her first stream after hitting affiliate. So feel free to follow her if you don't yet. We'll do 2 more words in this. DuckTales, thank you. I couldn't think of duck. Thank you, Till. Avoidance of waste. Preservation. It's not clean. That would be too simple. To preserve, to... It's wrong, but... 4 syllables. Whoa. That's a long word for a kid's game. An X on the third. I don't know. Anyone? I don't know. Let's see. 5 vowels, 7 consonants. Okay. If anyone has any ideas, feel free to drop them in chat now. Yep, 12 letters. At least we can count. Okay, Wen, have a good luck. See you later, I hope. This won't, by the way, be a long stream, so... No idea, so we just type lurk and see what the word was. Conservation. Okay, although the avoidance of waste is a bit... Moi. We do one more word. Adjective can be done. I'm guessing possible. Yeah, see, that was easy. We do one more then. Lowland between hills. Glen, that would be valley, I guess, huh? Yeah. And since we're filled with great fear. Scare? Nope. 3 syllables. This is the last word, no worries, guys. Anyone? Scare? No. Filled with great fear, 3 syllables. I have no idea. No, it's not I'm pretty sure about that, Teal. Filled with great fear. I'm just typing. No. 3 vowels, 4 consonants. No idea. What are they going for? Terrify. Okay. Yeah, correct. Hi, Lady Wolf. Welcome in, Han. How are you doing? And you got closest to the correct word. Now, I'll skip the next 2 for a moment. Because there's something interesting about those. Let's first go for a few different ones. We go for another children's title. I thought I had dropped it, but I left it in. Okay, well. Yeah, it did make sense in the end. Oh, Humpty Dumpty. Yeah, Horrify would have been an option, but yeah. Okay, which keys are we using in this one? Okay, F8 changes thing. That would normally be F6 to start, but it doesn't. Skill and now start. Now, this is a very simple thing, of course. Now, I just wonder which keys we use or what we use here. Or do we just wait for the music to end? No. There's bound to be some way to get this. Well, actually. Okay. There's my cursor. I didn't see the cursor. Okay. And you grab a piece and you move it into position. The very simple game, especially at this level, of course. So all you do is complete a puzzle. Now, this is the perfect time. I just saw the command come by to take a short break from the game. As you may just have read there on chat, I am doing a charity stream on Saturday, June 12th from 2 p.m. Central European Summertime, aka 1 p.m. British Summertime, 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and you can convert all from there. For Cancer Research UK. Both my parents died from cancer in the past years, and I wanted to do something for cancer research. Now, I wanted originally to do it in the Netherlands, but the Dutch organization that's in there only has a Dutch side, and since I have too many non-Dutch speaking friends, that wasn't really useful, so I went for Cancer Research UK, which is also a very nice organization. Yes, Teal, it's early that I start for you, but it will be running for at least 8 hours. That's the plan at least, so no worries there. All donations are basically done in pounds there, so my main goal is just to reach 150 pounds. But as some of you already know, if I reach 300 pounds before the end of the stream, I will make an appointment with my hairdresser. That's also why I haven't had a haircut yet, because I really need one, but I wait till then. Because if you make that 300 pounds, I will have my hair painted colored blue. I normally do nothing with my hair. I have had the same haircut since I was 17 or 18. So it's a bit of a scary idea to have my hair colored, but well, for charity, I'm willing to do it. You will find the link there. It's a Tiltify link, and it's already available. But the stream itself will be on the 12th of June. We'll do a number of things. I don't know exactly what we will be doing. We'll probably be doing some retro games, but also probably some community games. Might do some golf with friends or something like that. We'll see that closer to the day. But if anyone wants to donate, please do. And the link is in chat. And with that, we can go back to the game section. Yeah, I'm seriously considering doing golf with friends, Til, because that's something that we can do with a number of people and can be a lot of fun. Now, this game, of course, isn't that special. I don't know why I get a cursor still, even though the puzzle is complete. I would love to have Jiggly in, because that will be a lot of fun. Hey, Sin Lao, welcome in. How you doing? We have a few more games still. This one needs the option key pressed. Yeah, I want the trail, I want extra passages, and I want to use the map, and I want the motorcycle sound. Once again, a very standard game. I have to get from start to finish. We start at blue, if I remember correctly, and have to get to white. So just looking at the map, second right, left right, second right, and right. Yes, I'm ready. Looking east, okay. In this case it was a relatively simple map, it seemed like. Did they cut through a cable, Han, while working on the stuff there? No, I'm not 100 sure. Was the first right? I think it was. Actually, I can look at the map. No, I went wrong there. Okay, then we turn back. It sure sounds that way. For those who don't know, they are working on the roads near Lady Wolf's house, so... And this was the one, yeah. And there is the exit. But that means indeed that there's no internet. That also means there's no landline phone, only cell phone, etc. And other inconveniences, of course. We'll do one more game of this. Or TV, exactly. Because they're all connected these days. Let's have a look. What do we have? We follow the road until we come to split. We go left, then right. Right again, right. Left. Right, right. No, left, left, right. Did I already go wrong? I think I did, or didn't I? Oh, I start from the other side. Duh. Okay, then it's left. Right, right. Right. Right, right. Left, right. Okay. I think I'm still going in the right direction. Yeah, you'll be okay. It just is irritating at the moment. I'm pretty sure I have to go right here. Now in this case I showed the map before, and you can also tell it to not show the map beforehand. But yeah, these kind of games, once again, we saw them on all of them. Now not 100% sure. I think I have to go right here. Yes. But yeah, it makes for a bit of a messy situation at the moment. Let's have a look at the map here. Yeah, this is the one where I go left, then right, and then we're there. Once again, this is of course a basic, literally basic, written in basic game. Not the most exciting game ever, but once again one of those kind of games that we would either program ourselves or at least type in from magazines. It can be really fun if you do it without the map, which I can do once actually, and I have an idea, because if I no, yes, I want to. Now I cannot get back to the map, but there is a little trick to things. So we have a quick look if we can see what we can do. Right. No, left, right, left, straight on, and right. Okay, Han. Have a good one. See you later. So now I don't have the option of going back to the map. So I have to either go by memory, or if I get stuck, go with the old trick. That you can do in mazes, especially since now I'm not 100% sure. Nope, wrong. It's we set it to no extra passage, so it should be a perfect maze, which means that there's only one path to the exit, so you can always find the exit. We go by the right hand rule then. I'm trying to think that I have the first one. Not sure. We'll see. It's not always the fastest way, but you should always get out as long as you go by the right hand rule. In mazes like this. Yeah. That was meant to be an age, I'm sure, Teal. We all make typos, you know. Some people even have problems typing SO and stuff like that. This was the wrong way. I wasn't saying who did. But it wasn't someone's stream. Yeah, that's very nice of you, Teal. We do that different here. Because since Sven already had one. Hey Curtis, yeah it is. It's just a maze type game. On the Atari 8-bit, and of course I completely forgot the map by now, so I'm just going with the right hand rule. Always take a right turn unless you have no other option. Or rather go straight on until you get to turn, and if you have more than one option, always take the right hand. So here we go to the right. We should find an exit, it's just not the fastest way. Well, you know, I like to shout out my friends and mods, as you know, Till. This might be the right way, because I remember a long, winding road to the exit, but it might also be wrong. There we go. So yeah, I went a long way around. Where did I go? Oh, actually not that bad. I went back wrong early on. And then in the middle section for one moment. But the rest was okay. Not too bad. But yeah, we have a few more games. Some of them will be familiar, like this one. How are you doing, Curtis? Sorry, what I like in this one is that they basically only allow you to go to positions you can play from. Yeah, that's slowly starting now, Curtis, huh? You're getting a bit more work, I guess. Exactly, it's even titled Reversi. So yeah, Othello or Reversi, depending on the versions. Okay, that's nice of him. Okay, that's what I needed, because now I can probably get the corner, yes. And we want corners, because that's how you win at Reversi. Controlling the corners. Yeah, last year was hard, I know that, Curtis. There were many live events, huh? Yes, I saw it. I saw you announce it. Was it yesterday? I think, Curtis. I will be getting it. Oh, I can actually take this because that's safe enough. Oh no, it isn't. Did I get lucky there? I didn't realize. The computer made a mistake. It should have punished me for that. Yeah, you did on the Amiga's Discord. Because both John and Aaron, I think, actually now are patrons of... what's his name? Why can't I think of his name now? That's bad, but yeah. Why is that, Teal? But yeah, both John and Aaron were getting the Coco, the real Coco core. I'm a decent player if I want to be at this. Ooh, and a Blyton. The 5 with, what were the names? Dick, Julian, George or Georgina. The dog was called Timmy, and what was the other girl? Anne? Not sure now. How close was I, Sigabjorn? It's a Anne, yeah. Wow, that's been about 40 years since I last read any of those books. I'm shocked that I still remember those names, because I normally am very bad at names. Yeah, I saw Roger also had an update the other day. What was it again? He added something. And he's actually working on getting tape support also in the real Coco core, which I will be quite happy with. I wonder how well he's gonna do it, but I like it. But yeah, Reversi, I wanted to do this. We got 3 more games. Now, this one is a bit of an interesting one. It got Atari into a bit of problem. Did I need to hit F8? No. Because this came out. And let's just say Namco wasn't too happy with it. They felt it was too close. So they changed the graphics on it. And you see the graphics are different than the original. But the original one had basically the same graphics as the original Pac-Man. This was before there was an official Pac-Man for the Atari systems. And this one actually plays quite well. A lot better than a lot of the versions we've seen on other systems in the past months. Where am I? Why am I not moving anymore? Hey, my joystick got disconnected somehow. Oh well. Perfect time to move. Hey, Jiggly and Raiders. Thank you for the raid. I'm sure Teal will do a shout out for you. How was your stream, Jiggly? I couldn't come in today because I was rather busy with other stuff, but I did lurk for a little bit. But how was your stream? You were doing Hollow Knight again. Oh, yeah, I see it there. How far did you get? Or did you rage quit it yet? Now, I don't know who Jiggly brought with him. So I will just introduce myself just in case there's anyone that doesn't know me yet. I'm FrodoNL, Frodo Frank. I'm a, well, nowadays variety streamer. Got yourself stuck. I know that feeling. But yeah, I'm a variety streamer nowadays. Originally mostly retro. I still do 2 retro streams a week. On Thursday and on Saturday. And on Sunday I nowadays also stream Jackbox party games. And on many Mondays I do random games. Can be anything. Can be something modern. Can be something retro. We'll have to see what it is. It might also be that moves to Tuesday. But the other 3 are set days. And today we're looking at the Atari 8-bit systems. Which started with Atari 400 and 800 back in 1979. And we're looking at the games from the first year and a half, basically. And we're now in 1980, in which there was a Pac-Man clone that was not allowed to be called Pac-Man. And actually got Atari in some problems because Namco, the company behind Pac-Man, wasn't happy with the original version because it was too close to the original Pac-Man. So they changed the graphics to this. Hi Litwarski, welcome in. How are you doing? Why is my joystick not working correctly? It won't go up and down suddenly, only left and right. Ah, I know what happened. Yeah, I hit the analog stick and then it thinks it's analog. It's only left and right, because that was the only thing they could on the pedal. So I have to stay off the analog stick now. That's why it went wrong. My fault. Lurkwarski, yeah. Now it works again, yeah. But yeah, it's one of the better Pac-Man clones you will find on a home computer. For multiple reasons, way better than the Atari 2600 version of Pac-Man, but well, the Atari 2600 didn't have the power for this. Thank you for following the Warski. That's very nice of you. Come on, I want that bonus. And I want that red one off my tail. But it won't let up, I'm pretty sure. And that was the wrong way. Hey, Starfriend. But yeah, the 2600 didn't have the capacities to make a good Pac-Man, really. But this one is very nicely done, actually. As I said, it got Atari into some problem with Namco. So they had to change the graphics. Because originally it was Ghost, just like in the original pack. There was one coming there. That's an oops indeed, Teal, if you want to. Let's try one more time. See if we can at least get through one level. I've played many home computer versions of Pac-Man, but this is one of the better ones, even though the map is completely different, of course, but gameplay is so damn good on this one. And that was asking for trouble to get that one back that quickly, but oh well. I want to try to at least get through this one level. That will only succeed if I don't do these kind of stupid things. Some of the ghosts are very quick to come back to you. They really seek out you, and that makes it difficult. Yeah, I like the graphics actually that they made for it. They made a They had to change them, but they made it more fun maybe even than the original. Although I like the original Ghosts, of course. There is a reason why I have the Ghosts as my subscriber emotes. But these are kind of nice. The whole rotating part and everything. Ah, now it doesn't come for me. I'm not quite sure yet why sometimes they do come for me directly and sometimes they don't. Oops, almost went wrong there. I refrain from getting the ghost. Well, apart from the one then, because... Can I get this? Maybe. Yeah. Okay, at least I got one level complete. There we go. Yeah, I know those... and for some reason we got a toothbrush there. So actually, it might be that these are supposed to be these gummy faces. Ah. That would make sense then with the toothbrush, eh? And now I also understand what happened there with my character, because the teeth fell out once you hit one of the ghosts, between quotes. So yeah, those are indeed those specific gummy snacks, Starpen. Now, as I said, Atari got into trouble. They also made a version of this game, technically for the 2600, or the VCS as it was called then. And someone else made that into a version for the 8-bit, and sometimes this works and sometimes it doesn't. No, there's an issue. I will have to reboot. Let's hope we keep audio after that. Looks okay so far. Atari 800 XL. Sometimes cores forget to empty the memory on a system, Jiggly, and then you get this kind of issues. But this one has a problem altogether, or is it just... I have run this game before. There we go, now it loads. It was a precursor of that, yeah. So this is also called Jawbreaker, but this is a hacked version basically, but this is based on the VCS version, which is quite a different game. What was the option key? That was F8, yeah. We go with joystick in this case. And I'm not gonna... You see the same characters, but the 2600, of course, the VCS wasn't able to do Pac-Man as we know, so they went with this game instead. Ah, bad timing there. Now I can, okay. But yeah, this was the game as it was on the 2600 or VCS. Under the same title as... I still have the one left at the bottom there. And once again, you see the toothbrush and everything. But yeah, that was what they did for the VCS. Quite a different game, but still some things in common. Which brings us to the last game of today's stream. Exactly, Jiggly. Yes, Litwarski, I remember indeed that Finnish doesn't make a difference between he and she. Which in some ways makes it easier, I guess. Now, talking about very different Pac-Man, of course we all know Space Invaders. We've all seen Space Invaders many times before. And there was also Space Invaders for the Atari 8-bit systems. But once again, it was different from all other versions. As you can see, we don't have any bunkers to hide behind. The graphics are quite different. The main game, of course, is still the same. Just shoot everything that moves and avoid getting shot by it. But it just looks so much different from what you would expect. For some reason they decided to make it a quite different looking game. Which they didn't do on the VCS, of course, which was just as standard. And as you see, every level, the invaders start from a lower starting point. Oops. And yes, that was a real oops. That was my own stupid mistake there that I got shot there. I should never have hit that one. Now that was in English, you're relatively safe if you go for day instead, because most people accept when you do that these days. Although there are some that don't, of course, but there's always people that are difficult. I do, by the way, like this Space Invaders version, but it's quite different from what I'm used to. And what most of us are used to. I was just gonna say, hit that last one, because that makes a big difference in them getting through. There we go. That one. Ooh. Sure. Just stand still there. Looks like it's my last life. Ah, come on, hit that one. There we go. I know. Yeah, that was it. Not even a game over. Just 0 lives. Well, we discussed that already, Teal, earlier today, yeah? We have multiple versions of the game. They only differ, I think, in the speed and the number of lives. But we'll see what happens if I do game 2. Looks like it shoots more. Well, there is a words command for that, Teal, as you know. Exactly, Jiggly, thank you. Close, but not close enough yet. And then it goes ridiculously quick. There we go. It does have auto fire, which is actually quite nice for a game this early. Yeah, the main difference seems to be in speed between the various versions of the game. Once again, becomes way too speedy. And I missed. That should be game over then, eh? Interesting that he didn't put the game over message in there. Now, this is only less lives. I'm not sure what the difference is with version 7 compared. Do I get anything else here than I did before? Not quite sure what the difference is to the version we saw before. I will play this one game to finish off this stream. And I already know who I'm gonna rate. Today I'm not gonna rate a retro gamer, which I normally try to do on my retro streams, but I'm gonna rate a friend from the Jackbox community who has his Twitch Reversi today. He's been streaming 1 year today. Ah! They fire diagonally now. That's what some of them do. Okay, that's the difference. So some of them now aim your fire directly at where you are. That does make a difference. Whoops. Bummer. So you shouldn't stay still too much in that version. Which makes it a completely different way to play. Because that's my normal tactic in most Space Invaders games. Stand still as much as possible. As you saw earlier, just take down lines. Oops, come on. That makes this one really difficult. Ah, got lucky. But yes, this is not your standard Space Invaders, guys. As you can see. Shots coming all the way from the right side of the screen to the left side. That is feels a bit weird. I want to get rid of those at the bottom, because those are harder to get now when they fire, because the diagonal fire. And I'm not gonna make that unless I'm very like, no, that was the end. But yeah, it's I like this version. It's quite different from what we're used to, of course. And with that, we end the stream today. I on purpose didn't go for too long a stream today. As I said, I have some irritating calls in the morning tomorrow, and I seem to have to be awake for that. I don't know why, but okay. Let's see, we have a few thank yous. Thank you, Wen, for 6 months subscription. Jiggly for your rate. Litwarski for following. And we're going to do a rate. As I said, of a friend from the... Just double check that he's still going at the moment, because he was going till 1 AM, but I don't see him at the moment. What happened there? Let me double check that he's still going, because this is a bit weird. No, he stopped for some reason. Okay, then we have to go for another raid. Let's see who we go with then. That changes the plan, because that's a bit disappointing. He must have had some issues, because he was supposed to go on to 1 AM BST. That was his plan at least, so something must have happened there. Let's see who we can rate then. Is there someone in my list? That is... Now I'm confused, of course. Let's have a quick look. Tell me why. What are they doing at the moment? We rated them not that long ago. If anyone has any suggestions for a rate, please feel free to tell me. I could actually go... Yeah, let's just go for another friend who is still streaming. Why is it... I hit the keyboard key wrong. Also not retro, but he's when he's doing Batman Arkham City. Please say hi to him from me and use the rate messages depending on whether you are a subscriber or not. Use the first one or the second one. If it wants to come up, there we go. And of course this goes wrong. I have to make sure to copy it myself because I always forget that for some reason. Thanks all for coming by and hope to see you soon. Saturday I will be back again with a random retro stream, so anything that happens to come up or whatever you people suggest to me. Thanks all and have a good rest of your night or day. Bye bye for now.